So we have taken the input from the user. Now we will be driving the create event manager function that we have declared in our file here. So in this function, we are taking two arguments, that is number of events and the number of modules that we have taken as input from the user. So this function will be returning a pointer to event manager. So in like event manager type pointer it will be returned. So event manager is a structure. So this this function will be returning a pointer to structure that is event manager. So now in this we'll see the coding part of this. So from here we need to call the function from the main file. So we'll be doing create event manager. So here we'll be passing the two arguments, that is number of events and number of modules. Okay. So now we have passed the arguments. Let's derive this function. So here now we have the two inputs, that is number of events and the number of modules. So first what we'll be doing, we will be allocating the memory to the event manager structure. So it allocate the memory dynamically, event manager. Yeah. EM here is a pointer to the type event manager structure. So here we will allocate the memory. We have to typecast it to the event manager type. So now we have created the memory. So suppose if in some case if this memory can't be assigned, if the memory is full, then we can return like if it's null, then we can return null. So now we'll see the event manager structure. You can see here. So the event manager, what it contains pointer to type events and a pointer to type module. And it also contains the number of events and the number of modules. So now we will be mapping EM to this structure. So EM number of events, assign this number of events. We have stored in EM. EM is a pointer to the memory location that we have created using malloc, and it will the memory location is of type like it's of type event manager. So so now we can access this memory using EM. Yes, and the number of modules also. Now we'll be allocating the memory for the events. using malloc. We have to define that is type also. It's of type event. So here we have created a memory for the events. So similarly, we'll create for the modules also. And it is of type. The, this event and the module, here are the structures that we have defined here. Event and module. So now we'll be assigning the IDs to the events. IDs will be useful when we'll be mapping the events to the modules. So we'll be mapping using the IDs. So we are assigning the IDs starting from the 0 to less than the number of events. Like if the number of events are 5, we'll be assigning like from 0 to 4. So you can see like here we have to specify the ID. Call this event structure. Here you can see the event structure contain the ID integer. So we are assigning IDs to the events. And initially we can put the subscribers to 0 because initially there won't be any subscribers. We'll return this address that is pointing to this memory location, event manager memory location that we have assigned. And we will be taking this uh, address in our main file. So here, so now here in EM have the address of uh, the memory that we have created for event manager using malloc. So now as we have created the memory for the events and the modules, so now we will be initializing events and modules. For initializing, we have to call initialize event function. In that function, we have passed the address of the memory location of the event manager because from that only we can access that memory if we have the address. So we are passing it to the initialize events. So now in the initialize event function, you can see we are getting the address for the event manager. So here we are taking the input from the users. So like if the number of events are 5, user can input five five different names for the 5 different events. So here we are initializing the events. Similarly, we'll be initializing the modules. So same thing we have to do for the modules also. We are passing data from the application. And yeah, similarly, like what we have done for the event, we have to do same thing here. So maybe we can search for seeing on the screen, we can write like module initialization. So in the module, you can see whatever data types we have. In the module, we have ID and we have the name of the module also. So we have to assign these things. So first we'll assign the ID. We are accessing the module that we have created earlier. That we have created earlier, where you can see we have created the number of modules. Right here, there is the number of modules and the size of module. This memory location we have created. Now we'll be assigning values to this memory location. So for the first module, ID is equal to I. Similarly, it will increment with the load. So now I'll be telling the user to enter the name of the module. So in writing I plus and out, it will be easier to see that. Enter the name of the module when we like. So that is the first thing. So we'll also add the default event and so now we have initialized the events and the modules. Like now we have the names for the events and the modules. So now we have the events and the module. Now how we will be adding the subscriber modules to the event. For that, what we are doing is that every event will have a subscriber link list, and that list will contain the module that are subscribed to that particular event. So here you can see, there will be one subscriber that will be pointing to the that will be pointing to the module node. Like it will contain the address of the module node. So inside the module node, what we'll have? We have the module and the next address of the module. Like the other module is pointing to, like we have to create the linked list. So here, from here, we will be assigning the modules to this subscriber list using this linked list that we have created, module node type. So passing the function register module. So in the register module, when we passing the address of the memory location for the event manager, then we'll be passing the module ID and the event ID. So here you can see while registering for particular event, while registering module to some particular event, we are asking user the module ID and the event ID, the module that you want to register to this particular event ID. So here we are taking the input module ID with event ID and also the location we need the event manager location. So now in this we have said like if the module ID can't be less than 0. So like from 0 we started assigning the ID, so it can't be less than 0 and it should be module ID. So the module ID is like greater than equal to number of modules. Like it can be greater than number of modules equal to we have signed here because we are counting the modules from the 0. So this condition also it can't be negative. So if any of this condition occur, we'll print one error message. Otherwise, we'll move forward. Now here, what we are doing, we are creating a module node. Uh, like, we are not creating, but here what we have done, we have taken the address of the linked list. Like for particular event, event ID will be having a list associated with that for the modules that are subscribed to that particular event. So we'll be taking that address and we'll be traversing the list. If the module ID that we are trying to assign to a particular event is already present, then we'll be